Dennis Kneale with MontyTV. We've got René Lacerte of Bill.com, one of the presenters at the Montgomery Summit. Thanks for being with us, René. Now tell us, Bill.com, I would have thought 20 years after the online revolution that most bills already are online. What percentage of bills are paid by check?
Over 80% of the business-to-business payments are checked still. And so that's actually one of the big problems that businesses have been left behind. Consumers are all about getting everything electronic, and everything that Apple's doing right now for the consumer B2C payments, nobody's doing that for business-to-business payments. That's what we're focused on.
What was the big obstacle stopping business from automating?
I think it's that businesses are inundated with paper. They're kind of chained to their desk to kind of all this paper to kind of go through approvals, work with their customers, their vendors, their employees. All of that stuff actually means that they got to stay connected via a paper world until you have the cloud, and that's what we leverage our platform off of to make it so you can collaborate from anywhere on any device.
Are you aiming more at huge companies or at small, medium business?
We aim for all businesses, so we have 20% of our customers have less than $100,000 in revenue, and over 53% have more than $1 million. We have public companies that use us. We've got accountants that use us, 35 of the top 100, 2 of the top 5 banks, so lots of spread in customer demographics. So 600,000 are in the network using us to pay and get paid today, and so you can't just focus on one segment if you want to help all businesses get rid of the B2B payment problem.
If I've got a business and I'm a Bill.com customer, do I have to have all of my suppliers that I'm issuing checks to also be Bill.com customers, or can I use the electronic power even to guys that are not part of the Bill.com system?
So that's an awesome question, and the great thing about Bill.com is we deal with any paper that you have, and you can pay any of those people via paper still if you need to. But what that means is we have a really simple system that enables businesses within 6 months to get over 50% of their payments electronically received and accepted by their vendors and customers. So that's very fast, right?
Okay.
0 to 50%.
Hang on here though, René. I don't think you answered my question. I'm going to get tough on you. Wait, so when I'm a company and I'm using Bill.com, can I have an electronic payment to a company that does not use Bill.com?
Yes. You just send the email, and then the person accepts the email, puts in their account information, and they're off and ready to go.
Right. Now, conflict question for you. Why is it that you won't get rolled over by just some big bank that decides to do exactly what you're doing?
I think it's because the reason business payments haven't actually become electronic when consumer payments have is it gets back to all that paper, that process, that workflow that businesses have that banks and nobody else has ever thought about before. So I come from Intuit. I worked at Intuit for 5 years. I worked at my parents' payroll company, started a payroll company myself. That process thing is kind of core to our DNA, and it's just doing things differently. And the cloud actually enables you to take a lot more process that's manual, that paper shoving behind the desk, and put that all in the cloud.
Now you're here at the Montgomery Summit, which is so much different from any tech conference I've ever attended because real deals get done here, real investments get made here at the summit. And but you're not shopping for any money right now, are you?
We're not shopping. We just actually closed a nice financing of around $50 million. But what I will say about the Montgomery Summit is that over the years I've been here about 5 times, and I've got 3 of my investors are folks that I met here for the first time. So it definitely delivers, and it's a great conference that way.
Yeah, Monty walks the walk when it comes to getting investments. And what's your exit strategy? They talk about that a lot here, the exit strategy. If you get bought by JP Morgan Chase, you're no longer agnostic, and other banks are going to have a problem using you. So who could buy you?
There's a lot of companies that could potentially acquire us. I don't think about the exit because it's too much fun thinking about solving customer problems and actually building a great culture. But the companies that could buy us would be anybody from a PayPal and Intuit, potentially any of the core processes for the banks. There's lots of potential companies that could be interested in us.
Does it bug you personally that 80% of all bill pay still is on paper check?
It is very annoying. It's like, when I think about the lost time that businesses have, right? So our customers tell us they save 50 to 75% of the time it takes to manage that back office. And you think about a business owner, they don't get into business to manage and to push paper. They don't want to be chained to their desk. They really want to move out there and kind of work with their customers. If we can actually give them 50 to 75% of the time it takes to manage that back office and let them go do what they love, then that's really cool.
I love that. You find it annoying. What I found with the early stage and the private companies here, a lot of times the founders got really ticked off about a problem and decided, I'm going to fix this myself.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing. I joke, and I've talked about this before, but I'm pretty much an efficiency nut. Like, I like things to be very efficient. So if I get home and I'm doing the dishes, I will reload the dishwasher to make sure everything gets in there and everything gets clean, and we wash less dishes, or use the dishwasher less, right? So just for me, I do find these pain points annoying that they haven't been solved, that businesses are kind of stuck, and that they just need to get out from underneath the rock and not be left behind. I mean, this is the challenge. Like big businesses, they spend a lot of money on these internal systems. Small businesses can't. And by small business, I mean less than $100 million in revenue, right? Which is pretty much most businesses in this country.
Yeah. All right, thanks so much for being with us today. René Lacerte of Build.com. MontyTV, we're coming back with more.